Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, July 24th. You will notice the bare cabinets mostly above me. I have been packing. I am almost done packing everything. And I have one more full weekend here. No, two more full weekends here. And then I am effectively over at the new place. So I want to talk about Q streaming real quick and a few things that happened over the weekend. And this video is probably going to trigger some people because it's going to sound like I'm bragging. You take it however you want. I don't care. But I want to tell you what happened. And so I feel like Q streaming is the best thing in the world for a multitude of reasons. I signed up back at the end of May. They were behind the 8 ball from the get-go, and too many people signed up at once, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are still frustrated, and if they are not techie people, they are struggling. I can't fix that part for you. But I do believe that in the last week or so, they have made significant upgrades. They did a Q Pro that came out in the last 2 or 3 days, and that seemed to fix a lot of people's problems. I saw a lot of good comments on the subscriber page, and so now I feel like it's going to be a little bit easier, and I'll feel comfortable more promoting it. I was dropping a few things here and there on social media, but I wasn't hitting it like super hard because I was waiting for them to get themselves in a better position, and I feel like that's almost there. So long story short, yesterday morning, the night before, I think it was the night before, maybe Friday night, I don't know, whatever night it was, I sometimes get in a panic about this move that I'm going to, and oh my God, am I going to be able to afford all of the nickel and diming, and I have to have this, and I have to have this, and I have to have this to be able to live over there. And occasionally the fear gets in my way, and I do stress out about that, and then I have to go back and think that the universe put me there. They have rolled this out slowly, so I feel like they have a plan that they have just not showed me yet about how I'm going to end up paying for it. And occasionally I have to chill out and not get ahead of myself with anxiety and stuff. So Q streaming, I hope, is going to be one of the ways that I will help pay for some things. I have signed up 4 people already, and yesterday I feel like I signed up what I would call a big fish. She was a big doTERRA leader, or is a big doTERRA leader in Indiana. We were not on the same team. She was basically my competition, and she always said if she ran into people that were already signed up under doTERRA, if they didn't belong to her, they usually belong to me, which is a good feeling. So I posted some stuff on Facebook yesterday and different other social media stuff, and one of my favorite things to do is marketing. One of my very first Q subscriber was one of my doTERRA people. I think she might have been my very first doTERRA sign up, if not the first, the second. And she called me a marketing genius at one time. And I enjoy the marketing aspect of things that I really believe in. When I sold real estate, I farmed a particular area, and I sold 60-something houses in that because I was in their face all the time. Just sold, just listed, just sold, just listed. I have marketed myself in everything I have ever done my whole life. I'm really good at it on things that I believe in. And I do believe in this Q streaming. I just had to wait for it to kind of get caught up with itself. And So anyhow, I want to let people know that for those of you who are on my team, if you want some help with marketing on social media, I can help you with that. I can tell you what I've been doing. I can tell you what seems to be like bringing people in on stories and how to do reels. When I was selling doTERRA, I made my people, and if they wanted to win something, I would make people do little videos, testimonial videos. They had never done a video in their life, and a lot of them wouldn't do it because they weren't comfortable with that. So, and here I am with a YouTube channel. I'm in front of a camera every day. So I'm not afraid of marketing. I'm not afraid of getting into people's faces, and I have fun doing that. So again, if you're on my team and you want some help with the marketing aspect of it and ideas of how to bounce some stuff around, I am happy to do that. You know how to get a hold of me. I have 3 people that I know and 1 that I do not know. I have no idea who he is, how he found out about me, but something that I have been doing seems to be working. I'm going to continue doing that. So that's a little bit about the marketing aspect of Q streaming. But the other thing that I want to say about it is my favorite part of it is the binge watching. I don't do the live stuff. I don't do the sports. I don't do the news, although that is on there. They have 30,000 plus movies and I think 6,500 different TV shows. And that's on the old thing from what they upgraded, what I did a week ago. They may have added more stuff with that Q Pro that they did the last 2 or 3 days. I haven't upgraded to that yet because now I can see there's like upgrades, coming pretty fast and furious, and I don't feel the need to keep upgrading for what I am doing currently. That might be something someone else is going to do, is to continue the upgrading and stuff, but it's a little bit of a hassle, and so I just don't feel like messing with it right at the moment. But I have been watching a lot of the movies and shows that were out. I graduated college in 1987. I moved to Indianapolis in 1989. That area of time, it's just fun to go back and watch some of those movies and see all of the shoulder pads that were so popular back then. That is what I have had to do to step away from the craziness in the world, is just watch stuff that makes me laugh. Cougar Town, American Housewife. You can find every comedy under the sun on there, or every drama or thriller or horror show. I'm just like constantly amazed at things that I stumble on over there. So if you have not signed up for Q streaming and you're holding off for some reason, send me a message and let me know why. What is your holdup? Is it the money? Because as soon as I signed up for it, I deleted and canceled my Netflix account. You don't need Netflix with this. You don't need all the other streaming channels. You don't need Paramount. You don't need Hulu, because you can find, I'm going to say, a majority of the shows that you are watching on all of the other streaming channels, you can find on Q streaming. So if you are still paying for all of those in small little increments or whatever, you're probably paying half of what it is for Q streaming. And then if you introduce it to a handful of people, you make $6 every time you sign somebody up underneath of you. So my goal right now is to get it so it's paid for and not coming out of my pocket whatsoever. And I'm halfway there right now. And that was with very little effort. Anyhow, that was one of the things that I wanted to talk about. I had another one, and now I've totally gotten myself sidetracked. You know what? I think that's it. I just wanted to do a little update on the Q streaming for those who have signed up. If you haven't done the Pro yet, get the Pro. That seems to have if you have signed up, get the pro version. It seems to have solved a lot of problems. And if you haven't signed up and you're just kind of sitting back and watching to see what happens with it, I feel like, again, I feel like they have made leaps and bounds in the last couple of weeks. I don't feel like they are behind the 8 ball anymore. I don't, I feel like they're getting ahead of the game. They signed up somebody for a bunch of the Chinese movies. Slowly but surely they're rolling out more stuff, and I like it. I like it a lot, and I want to introduce it to a lot of people because it's going to save a lot of people a lot of money. Because I think normal cable these days is probably, if you have all of the channels that you have on Q, you probably have $200 to $250 coming out of your pocket. And money can be an issue these days for a lot of people. So if you want to save some money, this is one of the ways to do it. And I believe that Q streaming works for the good guys, not the bad guys, like all of the other big conglomerate media places. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, is the Q streaming and the manifesting. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I was going to show you my manifesting journal, but it's down there, and I will talk about that later, because I am watching certain things be manifested in my life. And so I must have jumped timelines. I must have figured something out, flipped on the switch, because I'm starting to see it come in faster and faster. And I want to show you guys how to do that, because it feels a heck of a lot better to manifest good things than manifest bad things. And trust me, I've done it both. I've done it both ways. So anyway, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Again, Jojoleanne, JOJOLEANNE @gmail.com is my email. If you want to send me a message and ask me about Q, I am not going to do your technology stuff for you if you belong to somebody else. So don't even bother. That's your upline's job to help you figure that stuff out. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.